welcome to another episode of Get the Food Out of Here. Freddie Rubino here with my wife, Christine.
Hi.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Today we're going to make a traditional dish that is a tradition in my family. Every Christmas morning, we have, with our breakfast, as our breakfast, something called gorilla bread. A lot of people make monkey bread. This is different. It's got cheese in it. It's called gorilla bread. Right, Chris?
Yes, and who makes it in the morning?
I make it in the morning.
You get up extra early before the kids open their gifts and make sure we have gorilla bread.
All right. And it's called gorilla bread because it looks like your in-laws.
Stop it.
Okay, this is how we start it. The first thing we do is we have this Pillsbury biscuits. Okay? It comes 10 in a pack. All right? We just made one, the bigger ones that come 8 in a pack. We never did it like that before. We're trying the bigger ones. But as your traditional dish, we're going to show you the one that has 10 in the pack. Okay? Now, I already made 15 of them. Because you make 2 of these tubes.
You don't even. You say I made 10 of them. You don't even. They don't even know what you're talking about.
They'll understand. I made 15 of these. They come 10 in a tube. You need 2 tubes for this recipe. Okay? First thing you got to do is you got to cut up the cream cheese. Let me show you what.
First thing you got to do is make the cinnamon sugar.
First, I'm going to show them how to cut the cream cheese. Okay?
Everyone, please share this. We would appreciate it.
Yes, and you're going to love this. You're going to absolutely love. All you people who love monkey bread, gorilla bread.
It's where it's at.
It's where it's at. So for 2 tubes of 10 each, you're going to need 1 stick of cream cheese.
It's a brick.
1 brick of cream cheese. And you have to cut it up into 20 pieces. So this is what you do. You cut it in half. Okay? Then you take each half and you cut it in half. Okay? So now you have 4 strips. And out of the 4 strips, you cut 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
5. That's 5.
5.
No, you don't make the 5th cut. That makes extra.
No, it's 5. So now you have 20 chunks of cream cheese. Okay?
They look like this.
A little like this. They're a little big.
He doesn't do his math well. I'm sure you could do better figuring out 20 bricks of cream cheese.
They're a little big. Okay, so we made 1.5 tubes of these already, which means we made 15 already.
Because watching him do this is... you want to scratch your neck out.
Yeah, because... All right, anyway... Okay, so look, we have 5 left.
Okay, doing that until you make the cinnamon sugar is unnecessary.
First, you make a bowl of cinnamon sugar. It's 1 cup
of white sugar.
Granulated. I'm granulating. Yeah, 1 cup of granulated sugar and 3 teaspoons of cinnamon.
Right, toss it together and you're good.
Toss your cinnamon, baby. Woohoo! And that's what it looks like. And if you have to make a little more, you make a little more because you use a lot of it. So this is how we start it out. We take one and we start to stretch it a little. Okay? Mostly on the edges. Okay? So now you see how it was flat like this. Now you flatten it out a little more. Maybe like doubling the size. You put a pinch of the... cinnamon sugar in, and where is the
it's in front of you.
Right here, and the cream cheese in the middle. Then look what you do. You
pinch it well. You don't want it to open up and the cream cheese to melt out.
Right, you pinch it all the way. Look at that. You know what that looks like?
A dumpling.
It looks like a Chinese dumpling, right? All my Chinese fans, you didn't even know you were making gorilla bread all those years. But you were.
Show them what you did. You didn't show them what you did.
I'm pinching.
No, you didn't show them the technique.
Okay,
I taught you.
You taught me. Okay. Now you roll it. It's in a ball. It's got the cream cheese, got the cinnamon in it. And then you roll it one more time in the cinnamon sugar mixture.
All right, show them how to do it now.
Look, and you put it in there. Okay, I'm gonna do another one. We're gonna do 5.
All right,
So
well, let's
you're gonna catch on.
Explain it better this time.
Okay, just pipe down, okay, Sarah? Okay.
Don't ever call me Sarah.
Okay, listen. I flattened it out. Okay? Now you add the cinnamon sugar. You add a little square of that cream cheese. Now you pinch. You gotta pinch the whole thing. Make sure it's well sealed. This is the first seal is the hardest. Okay.
Now what do you do?
Now you take both ends, you bring them towards the front, and you pinch that. It's like a double seal.
You bring them towards the middle, not towards the front.
Does the end to the top of the front of the in the thing there, and you can see now what's happening. And then once you're satisfied that it's sealed, you roll it, guys. You roll it, baby. You roll it, and you just keep going. And listen, this is how the traditions start. You have a daughter, you say, get up early, we're going to make gorilla bread. Every Christmas, my kids just look so forward to this.
God forbid I wanted to change it and make something else. It's like I killed somebody.
Okay, look, we're doing it again. Keep watching here. Okay? And that gorilla bread. Okay, I'm a city boy. You know? I never seen a gorilla. Ever see a gorilla? Only in the zoo, right?
Yeah.
Actually, the only gorilla I ever saw until I was like a teenager was McGilla Gorilla.
I used to love that show.
McGilla Gorilla. And he wore a hat. He was a proper gorilla, right?
Is that coffee burning?
That's my coffee brewing.
Because it smells.
That's old school
It
coffee.
smells like it's burning.
It's not burning. McGilla Gorilla. He wore a little vest, a tie.
Yeah, no, he didn't have a vest. Didn't he have suspenders?
He had suspenders. He had a tie. He had a hat. Okay? Remember that other gorilla?
Harambe.
Harambe. Didn't they whack him?
They killed him.
They whacked him. He had a good run. Let me tell you, Harambe's laying around, doing nothing all day.
How the hell did that kid get in there?
The kid got dropped in by the mother. Huh? What do you think? The mother didn't want the kid no more. And she says, why don't you go play in the gorilla cage? And I can tell you one thing. And this goes out to all you gorillas out there. If Harambe was wearing a hat and a tie, I don't think they would have whacked him. How you like that? You got to dress well. That's what I'm saying. And I think if he would have had to get the food out of here shirt, I don't think they would have whacked him at all.
They would have took him to dinner.
They would have took him out, right? He would have been running that zoo. Poor Harambe. Oh, this is in memory of Harambe. Right?
Yes.
And McGilla.
Okay, let's change the subject.
Okay, we got one more to do. And then that's 20. You're going to see how beautiful this is. This is such a beautiful thing. The only thing is that you got to get people involved because it's fun. Look how much fun this is.
Oh, yeah, you look like you're having a ball.
Shut your mouth. Okay? You can't have too much cinnamon, I always say. Look at that. You seal it. Seal. Remember that singer Seal? Is he still alive, Seal?
Yeah, he was married to Heidi Klum.
And now?
No more.
No more? Why?
I don't know. Why don't you call him up and ask him?
Couldn't seal the deal, huh? Okay. Now it's all sealed. Signed, sealed, rolled in the cinnamon sugar. Now we're going to assemble it. I hate to tell you. All right, but first, before we assemble it, we have to make a simple caramel sauce. Right, Christine?
Yes, Fred.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 stick of butter in the pot. See this? Pow. Kung Pao chicken.
Let it melt.
It's got to melt. Then after that with caramel, it's very simple what you do. You add 1 cup of brown sugar.
Pack tight.
Pack tight, baby. You got to pack that tight. You pack your brown sugar tight, and you'll have a good Christmas. And then, when it's all melted, you just add a teaspoon of water. It loosens it up. It helps it bind.
It doesn't loosen. It doesn't
It
bind.
binds. It keeps it together. Coagulates.
That has nothing to do with it.
This coagulation.
What it does is it takes the graininess away from it.
And let me finish. And it takes the graininess away. You see? If you would have let me finish. I got the percolator going. We're going to have fresh coffee and Gorilla Bread. Okay, while that's heating up, we put it in a bunt pan. You don't have to.
Yes, you do. Any bunt pan. It comes out so pretty that way. Or if you
comes
don't,
out pretty.
If you don't have one, use a loaf pan.
Oh, so you don't have to, right?
But it's so pretty.
It's pretty. Okay, so if you have a bunt pan, it could be a fancy one. It doesn't matter the nooks or crannies.
No, it doesn't matter the shape of the bunt pan.
It's not going to take that shape.
No.
Now you're going to spray it with Pam olive oil, right?
Any kind of pan.
Any Pam? This ain't even Pam.
It's
Publix.
Whatever.
Okay, so make sure you turn it.
Spray it well.
And you get all the nooks and crannies. Because it might stick. And even if it does stick when it's coming out, you could just take it out and patch it back together.
Yeah, it's tastes good. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a critical thing here. Okay, you see that? It's sprayed good.
That's my beautiful Nordic ware bunt pan my daughter gave me for my birthday.
Now, we have the walnuts.
They're not walnuts.
Pecans.
Jeez. Do you have a show? Do you know how to do a show?
How about if you keep your mouth shut during the show? Okay? Okay, half a cup of pecans goes right on the bottom.
Why don't you wait until assemble the whole thing together?
Because this thing ain't ready yet.
I told you should have did that first.
I should have melted things.
Yeah.
Things should have been melted. Not gonna lie to you.
Keep sharing, please. We would really appreciate it.
Okay, so we're going good. We're almost done, believe it or not. All we gotta do is make a very quick caramel sauce.
Put the sugar in.
It's not done yet.
Put the sugar in.
It's not done yet. Okay, see this? First, you gotta put some walnuts.
They're not walnuts.
Pecans.
If you
want to use walnuts, you can.
They're not as good, but go ahead.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that. Okay, then you add the monkey bread, which is really Gorilla Bread because it's got cheese in it.
Go make your sauce. Don't assemble it one time so people could get the whole thing.
Shut your mouth. Whoa. Okay, we're doing good here. Now we're gonna put the cup. The sugar, the butter is melted. Now 1 cup of brown sugar goes in. Booyah! If you're not making caramel sauce on a regular basis, you're missing out. Caramel sauce goes on ice creams, desserts, cookies that you make. It goes on pork. It goes on bacon. It goes on a lot of things. The pork roast we make.
We make a salted caramel sauce for that.
And it's phenomenal. Okay, I'm going to put the teaspoon of water in, because you know what that does?
What does it do, Fred?
It coagulates it.
I think not.
And then, on top of that, it makes it less granulated. Okay, now you bring this to a slight boil. And that's how it happens. Okay? Because if it doesn't boil, the butter won't mix into it. And the butter gives it that caramel taste. Right, honey?
Yes, Freddie.
Now, if you made the caramel for like desserts, you usually add a little cream, right?
Yes, I put a little cream in it. You know what's good if you put bananas in the caramel and you put that over ice cream?
Oof.
Very
like
nice.
I said, it takes 2 minutes to make a caramel sauce. So the next time you make pork chops or something porkish, please do yourself a favor and make a quick caramel sauce. That's just about done. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to fill this. You can see it?
Yeah.
I'm going to fill this with the monkey bread.
Half of them.
Half of them. Okay? Make sure the nuts...
It's not monkey bread, it's gorilla bread.
That's what I said.
Could you say
Harambe.
Could you say anything?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What are we going to do? 10 at a time, right?
Yes.
9, 10.
Right.
Now we're gonna put a sprinkle, look at that, of the cinnamon sugar on top. Then more nuts.
Well, it's another half a cup. But
Another half a cup.
He'll just stick his hand in the bag.
Of pecans. Look at this. Look. And then the caramel.
Half of the caramel.
Half. Look at this. I want people to see the craziness that happens in this kitchen. Okay? Do you see that?
Looks incredible.
And don't worry, because as it cooks, it bubbles.
And it seeps down and it gets all over everything.
Oh, there's seepage. There's major seepage. Now you just add
The rest.
the rest of the gorilla. We got a gorilla for sale. McGilla gorilla for sale.
I still have my McGilla Gorilla stuffed animal.
I think you do. I think I sold it.
No, I wouldn't let you.
I thought I sold it. Okay, so now look. You got to just make sure it's all filled. This is going to expand and fill up. Correct, Chris?
Yes, it is.
So now I'm going to put more of this on.
It's called cinnamon sugar.
It's cinnamon sugar.
It's not this.
This stuff over here is cinnamon sugar. Oh. And the rest of the caramel. And we're done.
That's some sexy caramel.
It is. Like I said, Harambe. You were wearing a tie and a hat.
Should pour some on the ground for Harambe.
No. Harambe had a good run. Okay? Maybe if he would have minded his own business when that kid was in there. Okay? You know what gorillas live the longest? The ones that mind their own business. Those are the ones that live. And that's it! This we put on top
Of a sheet pan.
of a sheet pan.
In case it bubbles over, you don't want it to get on your stove.
It bubbles over.
350 degrees for 40 minutes.
350 degrees, 40 minutes.
Actually,
take it out.
it's 30 to 40 minutes, depending on your oven.
Right, depending on your oven. Ours takes 40. I bet you a gas stove is 30.
Probably.
So, after it comes out, let it sit for 10 minutes.
5 minutes.
It's molten lava. Then you put a plate on top after 5 or 10 minutes, hot, and you flip it.
Invert it onto a tray or a dish.
And you-
5 minutes should be good, though, to make it set.
5 minutes, let it set. This goes in 45 minutes, it'll be ready.
Why are you going from 40 to 45 minutes?
Because of our oven.
No, we said 40 minutes for our oven. It's 30 to
I'll
40.
tell you what it is.
You are so confusing.
Okay, here's the one we just made. Now, if you remember, I said we made it with bigger ones.
Yeah, we use the bigger ones.
Which is the bigger one? Here's the bigger one. It comes with 8 in a package. Okay? So we tried it. We wanted to try bigger ones. Instead of having 20, there's 16 in here.
Sometimes you need a bigger one.
Sometimes bigger is better. Not always. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Monkey bread.
It's not monkey bread.
It's gorilla bread. Smothered in cinnamon. And I always rob more nuts and I put them on top. And now I'm going to get myself some hot coffee, baby. From the percolator.
Could you move this garbage out of the way,
I
please?
will, as soon as I pour my coffee. You see how hot that coffee is? You don't get coffee like that in the little Keurig with the little pot. The hell out of here. Hey, honey, I gotta tell you one thing. I like cream in my coffee. Yeah, boy. Cream in my coffee.
Oh, that's nice.
What?
A fork in the coffee.
Okay, you want to take a look at this? You want it up here?
Mm-hmm.
Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is.
Open one up and show the cream of cheese.
Can I just get in there? Oh, look at that. Mmm.
Look at
It's
that.
creamy cheese.
If you would have let me take a picture of it before you shoved it in your mouth. Show one, open one up and show the cream cheese without throwing it in your mouth first.
Oh. See the melted cream cheese in there? All right, get away from it. Christmas morning. Santa just left. Santa gets cookies. He don't get no Gorilla Bread. You put a batch of this in, the kids wake up. There is your new, what's that called again? Tradition. Make your own traditions. Gorilla Bread every Christmas morning or on your birthday. Go to fredrubino.com. Get a Get the Food Out of Here shirt. Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming in and joining in our tradition. That is so good. It doesn't matter if you make the big ones or the small ones. They're both fantastic. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. We're going to do one more show before Christmas with more desserts. How do you like that? Right, honey?
Sounds good.
Freddie Rubino here. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. Make monkey bread with your family.
It's Gorilla Bread.
Gorilla Bread with your family. And enjoy life. God bless.